Hi everyone, Julie is here. I'm glad to see my channel, Your Solution. And in today's video, how to start your own blog. So let's begin. It seems that the topic is banal, but no, since on the internet at one time I didn't find any points on organizing this process, and today there is a lot of information why it's worth starting this business. But there is no established regime, and I just decided to simplify the task for you. So, the first thing I would advise you to do is to write down in your diary what type of activity will occur on each day of the week. I suggest this order of things.
Monday, topic preparation, material collection, writing, cover creation. Tuesday, preparation for filming itself. Wednesday, video editing, sound, music overlay. Thursday, revision. Friday, display in social media, name, description, etc. Saturday and Sunday, rest.
I'm answering perhaps the most common question, why you can do everything in one sitting. First of all, you're not a horse. Secondly, take care of your eyes and desire to run the channel, since burnout can occur in the first couple of days. Thirdly, there is real life with real things to do. Fourthly, don't set yourself impossible tasks. It's unrealistic. It's realistic if the topic is simple and you don't want to bother with words at all.
Approximately, this plan should be followed, and yes, of course, there will be moments that you will do in advance, and it's better to do them in case of some unforeseen situation. You fall sick, there are many other things to do, there is a trip ahead, etc., and you are even temporarily tired of it. And then, in general, your skill will get ahead of you and you will shorten a couple of days without stretching it by 5, for example, but you will manage it in 2-3 days. Other things to consider. It's important to choose the day of your release. So let's say the result of your work. I choose Sunday and you can choose the beginning of the week or any day you like. The main thing is to stick to it. Of course, it's possible at different times, but in my opinion, a clearly chosen day brings discipline. As a rule, YouTube site experts advise taking into account view traffic on certain days. You can follow this advice. Decide on the frequency of releases, 1 per week, 2 per week, once every 2 weeks, etc. Actually, the frequency depends on the degree of your employment in offline life. Don't set impossible tasks.
Also, you must correspond to what you're talking about. I will explain with my example. Initially, the concept of my channel was to talk about real life abroad. Ordinary life with current concerns and routine that everyone can face. I didn't have a goal to impress anyone. My goal was to be useful to nomads like me. Therefore, I didn't really worry about presenting myself in the frame. And firstly, I filmed on fisheye, which really distorts the frame. This concerns poor makeup, speed of speech, dislocation over time. Naturally I adjusted certain aspects, but I still rely on what more comfortable for me. By the way, subscribe to my channel, mark the bell in order not to miss new release, and push the button if you like this video. Move on.
So, you need to come to terms with the fact that you may not immediately find yourself both in terms of subject matter and in terms of visual presentation of yourself in the frame. What I'm all saying is that if a girl runs a blog about beauty, she should still be able to put on makeup and convey aesthetics. A guy talking about cars should really understand what he's talking about, using professional terminology, while he may well be grimy. Before creating channel, think carefully about the name of your channel. It's good that it's universal and not specifically tied to the topic on the channel, although in general this is not a hindrance. Learn what an intro and outro are and create them. If the name of the channel is your face, then this is your business card, so to speak. Find a source of licensed music. This will make your video work much easier. Include your own greetings, etc. We are all unique and there is enough interesting for everyone. Do not copy speech from another channel. What do you get from the experience of conducting a channel? Learn to get along with the camera and act confidently in front of it. Work on your spoken language and increase your vocabulary. Put on your own voice. You will notice the difference in tonality in everyday and work activities. Increase your skills in using different editing programs, lighting, and social media. Curiosity will become your new trait if it wasn't already. You will fully feel the coming of ideas for videos during water procedures. And it's corny, but it happens. Learn to organize yourself and the space around you. Look at things creatively. And most importantly, you will do something new in your life. What you won't get immediately a huge audience. At first, it takes a long time to develop and depends on your topic. The more specific the topic, the more difficult it's. It's a shame, but the fact that is light content is much more in demand. Large sums. Well, in Italy, YouTube is not the highest paying platform. Plus, there is sanction in different countries, and every year the rules become stricter. So let's say it was easier to get through before.
I don't consider my channel to be something amazing, rather narrowly focused one. But I know that it's very useful. A certain number of years ago, I would have been glad to watch this girl. Therefore, your channel were primarily created for your own growth, and everything else is pleasant bonus. And it's simply interesting to the future to look at myself from now, where I will end up and whether the topic of my releases will change, and unexpected news after this video. I decided to try myself in shorts in order to devote more time for myself and my business. Say hello to the rule about not burning out.
Well, hello to observation that the viewer still tries to value his time and makes a choice in favor of short videos in order to reduce the viewing time. But you know from your own experience that this is even more addictive.
In the meantime, the content that I now want to broadcast will be devoted to erudition and terminology. But not forget that it's important to talk what you yourself interested in. Change your focus, look for yourself, and never forget that social media is not your whole life, but only part of it. Live to the fullest. Don't force yourself into limits. Well, I say so much, but I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. See you in the next thematic video.